Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Sincerely Agile with Mary. Now, today we're going live in support of Women in Agile Africa Conference, which is happening this month. And to have this conversation with me and tell us all about what's going on, what's been happening behind the scenes, I've got Mercy Georgie Baffer, and there she is. I've got Abigail. There she is. Now, there are meant to be four of these amazing ladies who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes. But fortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, the conference lead, she's only recently had a baby and she is in Dubai. So it's a little tricky for her to join us. So I don't think she will be joining us. And we have Nadia. Nadia is also somewhere in Africa, right, Mercy? And
Yeah,
In
Sao
where
Tome,
Sao
exactly
Tome
is she
Principe.
based?
Sao Tome Principe.
Sao Tome, and she's having some difficulties joining us. But luckily, I've got two of the four ladies here with me, and they will be sharing, all they can possibly share with regards to the upcoming conference. So, ladies, good evening, and welcome to this special edition of Sincerely Agile with Mary, which is obviously in support of the Women in Agile Africa conference coming up. Now, Mercy, let's see, I've got some people joining. Okay. Now, Mercy, you are the let's see, you are the convener and the English lead. And what is particularly interesting about this conference is that it's happening in three languages. It spans three languages. Now, just thinking about that, I'm already thinking, my God, the work that you ladies must have had to do for this. So, give us a brief breakdown, Mercy, on Women in Agile and the rationale behind the upcoming Women in Agile Africa conference, if you don't mind.
First of all, Mary, I want to say thank you for being one of the voices to amplify the conference. Um, I don't take things like this for granted. It means a lot. Thank you. First of all, my name is Mercy Georgie Buffet. I'm a digital strategist and the founder of Lentor, and I'm on the board of Women in Agile, an executive board member for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Like Mary initially started, he said, all the brilliant meetups that you go for, conferences that you go for, we can't see our people. We can't find them now. And the issue is, it's about the fact that I always say people don't know what they don't know until they know. So how do you help them to know? So I think Evelyn Ross reached out to me because of the work I've been doing with Lentor and said, would you like to host a conference that is Africa related? Because she's the lead for Women in Agile Europe. And I said, why not? And she reached out, and I'm grateful. I spoke with Alex Bagudi. I needed people that he can trust to work with. And he recommended brilliant women, funny, Abigail. And we started work as far back as May. One thing that is quite outstanding is Nadia is not an agilist. She doesn't even know anything about agile. But we are both Tony Elumelu entrepreneurs, alumni. We had done a project for Tony Elumelu to create awareness about the brand. So because she's Portuguese and it was important that the conference is in three languages, I reached out to her and lo and behold, Mercy, I don't know what it is, but I'm happy to join. And she has been exceptional. And that's the goal that we're trying to achieve, to let Africans know that there's something called agile. There's an agile mindset that is a game changer that can change the way you do business, that can change how businesses are done, how you live your life in terms of
Mhm.
personal agility. There's so many things that can be done. And we have been so blessed to have 85 speakers. As at today, somebody was speaking to Nadia, please, I'd like to be part of the speakers, and
Wow.
had to fill the form. And Angola, we are broken and made diversity beautiful. We have speakers from Tunisia, from America, from across the globe, from India, from Africa, Cameroon. It's very exciting. I didn't anticipate this. I remember, I think I'll let Abigail talk about the experience of the birth, the conception, and how it came to reality. But overall, it's a joy to see everything come to fruition and to have sponsors, Mary. You know,
Yeah.
that is a big deal for
Of
a
course it
conference
is.
in January. So I'll come back to it. But that's the reason
Okay.
for us. We want to open the market to
Mm-hmm.
Africans. We want to democratize knowledge. We
Yeah.
want to make knowledge accessible to every African person that's so decide to plug into this conference that is scheduled for 27 till the 29th. So far, organically, no advertisement. We have over 200 and something registrations for
Yes.
attendees, minus the meetup. So we are on a roll. We're excited. We're not there.
Mm-hmm.
We have a set goal for ourselves. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let me just very briefly and quickly hear from Abigail. Now, Abigail, you are the French lead. Now, also, please tell us about your agile journey. I really would like to you to tell us very briefly about your agile journey and how you ended up in the role of, the French lead for this upcoming Women in Agile Africa conference.
Okay, thank you, Mary. It has been a very tough journey. And to start, I'm Abigail Akapo, French lead of WiA Africa. Uh, my journey with Agile started, I was a developer. I have a developer background in a company. And then that company wanted to have his Agile transformation. And the managers, they told me that they felt something in me, so they want me to be part of the agile transformation. So I did some training. They trained me as a scrum master, and therein I jump in being scrum master. And while we were using agile, the scrum, I fell in love with all the whole agile world. So it's my journey. That's how I begin with agility. And about this conference, it's like, as Mercy said, it's Alex Wagidi that connected us. And since then,
Right.
Mercy Alex trusted me for connecting. I really thank him for that. And I'm thankful to Mercy too, because she really trusts me, taking me as the French lead. I mean, it's so much responsibility at the time, but I've said to myself, this is a challenge. We are doing this for Africa. We are doing this to democratize agility knowledge to the whole Africa. So I'm part of it, and I'm going to give the best of myself for this conference to be successful. So
Oh,
that's it.
that is fantastic, Abigail. That is so fantastic. I mean, for you, you sort of came into the agile space by chance. And through Mercy reaching out to this other gentleman who is also in the agile space, you came to be the French lead. Now, how
Yeah.
excited are you about the conference, Abigail?
I'm really excited. I don't even have the word to say how excited am I, because I think this is going to be first in Africa.
Hmm.
This is really going to be first in Africa. We are bringing on the board, we are bringing speakers around the world.
Yeah,
The passionate agilists around the world. They came from Jamaica, from South Africa, from Senegal here, Togolese. I mean, from all over the world. And there are people with knowledge to share with the rest of the
absolutely.
Africa. So I'm so
Absolutely.
excited, and I invite everybody to not miss this conference. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. It's a meeting not to be. We have to be there for Africa.
We have to be there. We have to be there. And, as you were talking, Nadia just joined us. So I'm just going to bring Nadia. Hello,
Hi,
Nadia.
Nadia.
How are you?
Hi, Mary. I've been through a lot of technical issues.
Oh, technical
Just, yeah,
challenges.
technical challenges. You don't know. It's bad. the good thing is that I'm here now. So
You're here
Yeah.
now. You're here
good
now.
to
And
be
that was
here.
my concern. That was my concern. I'm like, oh, I hope, the network will work in
Yeah.
our favor and all of that. So welcome, Nadia. We are
Thank
happy to
you,
finally
Mary.
have you join us. And you
Yes.
haven't missed much. We've only just started.
Good.
And yes, yes. And we were just going around talking, asking how they came to, for example, how Abigail came into the agile space and how she became the lead. So I'm just going to come to you now to say, you're the Portuguese lead. Tell us about
Yes.
your agile journey very briefly. Okay, how did you start your agile, and how did you, suddenly become the Portuguese lead
Uh,
for this
See,
conference?
that's really interesting that I'm the less agilist person. I mean, before all this started, but I'm a Christian. I think that things happen by reason.
Yeah,
Sometimes we don't understand.
yeah.
So a friend that trusted me brought me into this. At the beginning, I was like, I don't know, what are you talking about? What is it? What is agile? What is being an agilist? And I have no clue. And
Mm,
so Mercy invited me because we have been working a different project together. And she said that, oh, I think, Nadia, you will like this, and we will do a good team. We need somebody that can speak Portuguese from Africa. We don't want, there are plenty of people in the agile world from Brazil that speak Portuguese, and some in Portugal, and so. But we want somebody from Africa, and I know we did something together. I think you can do it, and I was completely lost at the start of the project, and now I think this is the fastest agile career that one can have. In a few months, is
in a few
I mean,
months.
yes,
And
yes.
not only that, you have come into a conference space. What
Exactly,
could be better
exactly. I
than that?
think yes, but I have those fantastic ladies with me. Funny that is
Mm,
not now, it cannot be here today. We have Mercy guiding us, and Abigail, and behind us there are advisors. There are other people
yeah,
that have been supporting us, even really agilists and people that they know how, and the patience and interest, and they put us into this. But I think that is what really made me to accept the challenge when Mercy approached me is my love for Africa, and
hmm,
my believe that there are so much that we can deliver in Africa. There's so much potential, and if this conference is an opportunity to show that to the world, I said, why not? This is something that I want to do. I want to be part of it. And
hmm.
Abigail was saying a very, very, very correct thing. She said that this is unique. This is the first time. This is going to be a
Yeah,
game changer for Africa, and I'm really glad to God, and and then to Mercy for inviting me into this uh, incredible journey, incredible. Is really going to make we are going to leave a mark in the history of Africa with this conference. I know that. I can
absolutely.
feel it already.
Absolutely. And this is first of many. I mean, there's going to be many more
Definitely.
women
Yeah.
in Agile Africa conferences
Conference.
coming up.
Yes, yes, yes.
You ladies have
That's the
done an
idea.
amazing job so far. Honestly, you have. Because to organize a conference is no small feat. To then have to do it in three languages, I mean, that's just on another level. Now, I like, go
No,
ahead,
this
please.
is just the ambitions of that Madame Messi. She's real. She said that we can do it, and we are spread in different countries. I'm
Yes,
here in this small island, South Tome and Principe, the
yes,
Abigail there in Senegal, and Fanny is in Dubai, but still we.
yes. Yes, yes.
Yes, yeah.
And you know what? I love the passion. I mean, I tell Mercy all the time, she's just a bundle of energy. I love the
Yep,
passion
she
all you
is.
ladies bring to the conference, to what it is you're doing to this space. Fanny, unfortunately, can't be with us today. But talking about Africa, we can all see the passion, we can feel the passion. I mean, I've often said that I mean, I've been working as a consultant for 14 years now. And when I extended my portfolio into the agile space, the first thing that hit me in terms of, if we want to call it a light bulb moment, was simply what agile can do for humanity. Okay. So definitely what agile can do for Africa, what agile can do for Nigeria, what agile can do for my village, if you like. And there's just so much that we can benefit from agile. That's number one. Number two, this is my, this is my perception anyway. I'm of the opinion that Africa was agile. Okay. Africa was agile. We were highly community driven.
Yeah.
We have a lot of proverbs that point in the direction that we always had an agile mindset. We talk about how it takes a village to raise a child. We talk about a whole lot of stuff. We talk about how you have so many roads leading to the market. I mean, there are just too many African proverbs that point in the direction of agile and the agile mindset. We used to trade by barter, right? We had the village square. Now, I like to see the village square Mercy as the meetup, right? The village square as the meetup. So yeah, so to have this happening now is interesting, it's important, it's something we should be passionate about, it's something we should give our energy to, which is why we're here today talking about it, to create more awareness. Just before I come back to you, we've got some people join us. We've got Ronke saying good evening to you ladies. Okay. We've got someone from Women in Agile, I think. I don't know. Okay, Women in Agile Africa joining. Okay, fine. Fine. Now, let me come back to some of our questions. Now, I think we've just lost Abigail. How are the plans for the conference coming up? Because so far, we have more than 70 speakers, and I just happen to be one of the speakers. I am I'm going to be talking about self-directed learning. And Mercy, you know why I chose that topic. Self-directed learning. Because like Mercy said, and we've been saying before you joined us, Nadia, we really want to go to the rooftop, so to speak. Go to the rooftop
Yeah.
and shout
And
about Agile
shout.
for Africans.
Yeah.
Just shout. Say, hey, have you heard about Agile? Do you know what Agile can do for
Exactly.
you? And we have all been doing this in our various spaces. I do it, Mercy do it. Almost every Agilist that I know
Exactly.
that is passionate about Agile and what Agile can deliver in one shape or form are talking about Agile, are promoting Agile, so that people that look like you and I can come into this space. Before I go any
Yeah.
further, however, I want to thank Nadia and Abigail for speaking English with us. Okay, I really want to thank you for speaking English with us, because you see, those of us who speak English, the Queen's language, we always expect everybody else to just speak English with us. We don't
I
speak French, we don't speak Portuguese. All I can say to you right now, Abigail, is bonjour.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bonjour. That's all I can say to you. Okay,
Merci,
so
merci. You do know, thank you, right?
so I really appreciate the fact that you are multilingual, so to speak. So thank you for that. So how are the plans for the conference coming up? Because like I said, over 70 speakers, that is a lot. Look,
know.
on this show, when I have one guest, I have to reach out to them, I have to coordinate just one guest. So having to coordinate over 70 speakers,
Wow.
tell us the story. Who wants to go first?
So basically, we have 85. We had 73, but people wanted to keep signing up, and so the number has increased to 85. But
But are you
right now,
able to put everybody into those 3 days? Because at some point you have to stop.
we have.
Okay.
What has happened is we had created a criteria for validation. because people oftentimes say, I want to do something, they never follow through. Brilliant idea from Nadia. Send them an email. Anybody that responds to their email gets a go ahead. So 55 people have done that. Actually, 56 now, with the
56.
lady from
Angola.
Angola that is just added to a list. So we have 56 confirmed speakers,
Okay.
85 registered speakers, and we have broken them into the time zone. The conference is going to start on the 27th from 11 a.m. on the 28th from on the 28th from 10 a.m. Right, Abigail? And on the 29th, it's going to start from 10 a.m. as well. That's GMT plus one. And we're having several Zoom masters that will be controlling that. And additionally, we are just about to send information to speakers. All their times have been allotted. We're going to have a debrief session with the speakers and just to show them, be able to answer their questions. Because in the course of working this, it's been some minor errors that we've immediately jumped on. It's about agile. It's not about not failing, it's about failing fast and learning from what you
Yeah.
failed from. So it's been an exciting process. And one thing that we have worked with, we have used the Scrum framework, not the entirety of it, but the empiricism of Scrum by making sure we had a feedback loop, making sure everything
Yeah.
was transparent, making sure our work was detailed, and we kept communicating amongst ourselves. It's been a brilliant journey, but I'd like Abigail and Nadia to say their own to say. Well, Mary, you forgot. This journey started with us. Remember?
Of course.
17 of us, where
I
we
know.
pushed the agile mindset, okay, as a
And
result
that
of
is why I
NSAS.
said, that is why I said, if you are an agilist and you're passionate about agile, I mean, I started by saying my light bulb moment when I came into the agile space is what it can do for humanity, not just Africa, but what it can do for
Yeah.
humanity. And in our different spaces, we're always looking for what we can do to just, bring more people into that space and promote the agile ways of thinking and working and, just that enriched life, if you like. Because I mean, if you find a good thing, all you can do is share it, right? And that is what we're doing. We found something good and we're trying to share it. So let's hear from Abigail.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Also, organizing the conference has been very tough as I started talking about it. When we first start this, we have our first meeting. I have a 3 week baby. I had a 3 week baby. Now he's 9 months. So it's I always say that this conference is like a pregnancy for me. So it started, nobody knows that something was going on, and then the belly started coming up, and all the pregnancy stuff
Starts to
can have.
show.
So yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing, and I'm really excited about it. We are doing this for Africa. So agile, I think too. I think so that uh, Africa, we have this. I think that we have something agile. We have agility inside of us, but we just need to use it I don't know how to say it, but to use it in our everyday life, like
Yeah.
in anything that we are doing, our work, home. I mean, I use Agile to manage my home, so
Yes.
it's amazing. It's a really amazing thing. Yes, I use Agile to manage my home. My kids know about Spring and all the stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much, Nadia. I just love the passion you ladies bring to this show this evening. I love the passion you bring to this space, and I just can't thank you enough for all the hard work you've been doing. Nadia, tell us your perspective about how the conference is going.
Mercy and Abigail already mentioned that it hasn't been an easy task,
Mm-hmm.
very challenging. And you, Mary, also mentioned that to handle 80, 80 plus speakers is not an easy task. But
It's not.
yes, we've been using tools that made sure that things were more smoothly. We, yes, we did find one or other mistakes, which is normal, but we reacted to them. We have been reacting them. We tried, so it's a lot of demands a lot from us to being able to reply to people, to give feedbacks. Some need more attention than others, and we need to be there. We need to always try to make sure that we give an answer, we give a feedback,
Yeah.
and we get them engaged, because what we want is that this is the first one, but we intend that make it so many more. And for that, we really need this is a starting point, and you start it with the building relations. We start it creating a network of people. So being the first time, of course, it was very complex for us. None of us had done something like that before. But and we come from different background, and all our life, we always get experience things that can be adapted. And then we are talking about agile conference. I've been working with this agilists, very very strong agilists. So there are things that they really know. Mercy, for example, she's always keeping talking about transparency, and so Fanny has a very organized way. Hey, we are going to do it by this. There is an agenda in each meeting. We must stick to the agenda. Don't go away. And so it's like that. One order to pull us in the right direction. And Abigail will hold on, wait, ladies. I think we should. And yes, that's a very valid point, because we all jump. Messi is very energetic,
You need a balance with Mercy, right? You need
exactly,
somebody to
and
pull
that
Mercy back to say,
pull
"Hey,
Messi
you're moving
back.
too fast."
And we like, oh, Messi, no, calm down. No, that is Messi. Please listen. And but at the end of the day, we are always laughing and telling each other that yeah, we already our relationship grew a lot during those months. But Abigail and Fanny were people that I met through this conference, and we are already with a strong relationship, planning holidays and so on. So I think that just the fact that me now, what I know about being agile, and notice that we, as Mary says, that yes, maybe in Africa, previously we were agile in Africa. I believe I agree with you, because as much as I learn, I realize that, wow, this is something that we knew or we used to know, maybe in our village, not exactly like let's all with the technicality relate to it, but in some way we do. So it's really interesting to know that to look at me and see the transformation in me. So for me, the conference already started to working, and I keep telling the fact that we in different places, just ordinary women with a 3 months baby, or with a big pregnancy, or with a lot of things to do.
Extraordinary women, you mean?
Yeah,
Extraordinary women.
I don't know about that.
Extraordinary women. It takes extraordinary women to do
To
what
do,
you ladies have
yeah,
pulled off. I mean, truth be
yeah.
told,
So
it
the
takes
conference is
extraordinary women.
already giving fruits, right? So I
Yeah,
think this is already, yes, it's a proof that
yeah,
women in Africa can do, right, can do things. So this is
yeah.
already a fruit of this struggle. So for me, the conference, all the stress and everything that we're going through to prepare, and I like the analogy of Abigail about the pregnancy.
Yes.
Baby, we are now getting ready to go to the delivery room to
The
do.
delivery room.
So the stress. Since Abigail says that this is a pregnancy, I need to remember that when I was pregnant, and I went to tell my boss, who was an old man, and he told me that wow, congratulations, but by my own experience, because I have a wife and I have a daughter that had baby, I know that the 3 first months are the more difficult, and the 3 last one are also the more difficult. So we passed a very difficult period when some of us were clueless about what we were doing. And then we came to a period that was like, okay, we kind of know already what, or we have to, we have meetings, we have action, each one follows its own. And now we are already at this rush mode. So we are getting ready to the delivery room and the stress is there. Oh, we need to meet, we need to talk. So
Yeah, the
it's
stress is there,
crazy.
but
Yeah,
it's a beautiful kind of stress because you know you're working
exactly.
towards something amazing,
Something.
and
Yep,
there's a shared purpose here. We are all Africans, right?
exactly.
There is a shared purpose, and that shared purpose energizes us because we're working
Exactly.
towards something amazing. Who doesn't want their continent to be great? Okay,
Yeah.
if
Yep.
if I had my way, I would be in Nigeria today. Okay, especially at this age, you know. So
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where we go, home is home at the end of
Your
the day.
home is
So
home. Yeah.
there is that shared purpose, and because of that, you know, you're all really working towards that this success of this conference. I mean, there was something you said earlier, Mercy. You said democratize knowledge. And this is where we need to now be very, very sincere as African women. And also, let's not forget, we are on Sincerely Agile with Mary.
Yeah.
Um, there is knowledge everywhere. Okay,
There is
there
on
is
your phone.
knowledge everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's knowledge everywhere. There is access to knowledge everywhere. And one of the reasons I chose the topic I, you know, chose to talk about during the conference, as I happen to be one of the speakers, is very deliberate. We need to take responsibility. But of course, we love the idea that, you know, we are having women in Agile conference and we want to create more awareness and more visibility and promote Agile. But we need our people that look like you and I, we need to, you know, embrace digital more. We need to leverage digital more because at the end of the day, we're going to run the conference. I mean, we can take the horse to the river, right? But we can't force the horse to drink. So we will do our best, but we also need to encourage our people to take responsibility to acquire knowledge because it is everywhere, right or wrong.
Um, First, I want to say I like to start where Nadia's stopped. I think during we had to have a session.
Yeah.
One thing that they've used to lie to us
Hmm.
is that women can work together.
Of course we can.
We have debunked it as
Hmm.
women,
Hmm.
ordinary women. I like the word Nadia used, ordinary women in Sao Tome, Nigeria, Lagos,
Doing
and
extraordinary things.
doing amazing things because our focus aligns. That's one.
Yeah.
And Nadia said something that we have disrupted. Why
Mm.
did I say democratizing knowledge? One of the things that I've seen is the fact that people come with a little bit of knowledge and they monetize it.
Hmm.
Not to scare people away.
Hmm.
Now, that is not so much of the problem. It's now equally a mindset problem.
Of
And the
course.
only thing that can solve that is agility,
Hmm.
having the agile mindset. And that's why, for me, it is important. And I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Without women in agile
Hmm.
trusting me and trusting the idea and not micromanaging us to do the work and still supporting us with money, none of this will be a reality.
Of
I
course.
want to acknowledge Scrum.org that believes in the cause of what Lento is doing as an organization. And when I approach them that they need to support what we're doing, they jumped on it. I want to support Zoho that have seen a vision and sees Africa and knows there's a potential here and wants to
Mm.
plug in. Now, knowledge is everywhere.
Yes.
How much do you apply? Remember, our problem doesn't start at old age. I'm literally old coming into the agile space. But in Asia, reverse is the case. They start to teach their words tech from age 4. Africa, they are not teaching us to be creative thinkers. So our problem starts from the home. Our problem starts with the government. Our problem starts with our education structure. We are
Structures.
taught to memorize A for apple, B for ball.
Not
Two
apply.
times one, two times, you know, that's how we are taught as Africans. So it's not as if knowledge is not there. our foundation is wrong. The structure in which the education structure in Africa is built, number one, is wrong. So the little people that go out to go get this knowledge, they come back and they feel like guinea pigs. They are not willing to build. Mary, you know how hard it is for us to work to do Agile 20 Reflect. It took us months, dedication. This lady has been tireless working. She's told you our baby is 9 months old. Many
Yeah.
people are willing to sacrifice, to give back. They are more ready to collect. And what we have shown to people that it is possible to be the change that Africa needs today by making sure you democratize the knowledge that you know. What I know today, I'm giving freely. What you know today,
Well,
we're giving.
that's exactly my point, Mercy. I'm trying to tell you that that is already happening. I mean, I know how much free knowledge I have given. I know how much of my time I have given freely. And a lot of us in the agile space, we are already doing that, is my point. This is now just happening on a larger scale. Women in
Exactly.
Agile Africa. So I'm using this opportunity to say that we need more people. We need our people to take responsibility
Yes,
and to leverage technology. I totally agree with the fact that our foundations are faulty in terms of educational system and in terms of a whole lot that is perhaps going on in the political space, or whatever way we want to look at it. And it will not change overnight. And that is the whole point of this conference, to create more
exactly.
awareness about how we can take Agile to everything we do. Because Agile is no longer about software. Okay. Agile is not just about software anymore. Agile can, be applied in any organization, in any institution. So that is the purpose of this conference. It's not just about women. It's about Africa as a whole. It's about our youths. It's about, even people who have retired, who might want to take on this skill so that they can empower a community, right? Because you keep saying you are old, Mercy. I mean, there's no time we cannot learn. Okay, learning
Exactly.
is a lifelong activity, isn't it? It is a lifelong activity. So thank you very much for that, Mercy. Let me come back to perhaps Abigail. Now, Abigail, you live in Senegal. What
Yeah.
does what is this agile awareness? What does it look like in Senegal today?
Yeah, in
Is it
Senegal
very
today,
common in schools? Is it common within institutions? How would you rate it?
it has started to be common. I mean, a lot of university college here have started proposing agile, integrating agile in their programs, in their school programs. So it's becoming it have started, and the companies have started to adopt agility.
Okay.
Some companies have started doing their agile transformation, and I really hope that people, like,
Mm,
we will be having a lot of agile coach to help our companies to successfully do their agile transformation. So
mm,
agility here, especially in Senegal, yeah, companies are very excited. Some are
mm-hmm.
afraid. We are always afraid of something new. Some are
New.
afraid. They like the mindset. They like the whole agility things, but they are
Mm-hmm.
afraid of getting in. But I think that with some conference like this, it will help popularize the agility, and
Yeah.
everybody can see that, yeah, I can have benefits. When they will see that which kind of benefits they will have in the agile,
Mm-hmm.
using agile, they will all come
Mm-hmm.
in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Nadia, what is it like? I mean, I'm asking you the same question now. Where you are in your location, how popular is Agile in your location in terms of within organizations and perhaps educational institutions?
Yeah, not at all. It's not common. It's not known, and in school, it's not
Mm,
yet part of curriculum. It's not taught yet. And
mm-hmm,
when it comes to organization, a few one that have one or other people called agile, they are more like a it's more to have a certification or to have then to really be part, because for this period that I've been working with those ladies, and I had also opportunity to work with an amazing lady from Brazil, that is in Panama, which is Gabriela. Gabriela has been advising me and supporting me, because as a Portuguese speaker, Mercy thought that it would be nice to me to have an analyst that speaks Portuguese that could really support me. And again, Gabriela did much of Mary was here giving a free knowledge, sharing what she has with me. So for learning from those people, I understand that many people that call themselves agile, they are not really agile. That's what I notice in this part of the world. Yeah,
And you know what?
fortunately.
I'm happy you said that, because we often talk about doing agile and being agile. And another thing we say is that just because you have suddenly started learning agile and perhaps you're working the agile way, doesn't mean your behavior, okay, your character is going to change overnight. It takes,
Yeah.
embracing that mindset. It takes self-awareness, okay, and self-management to really, embrace the mindset and begin to reflect and, and start changing the ways we do things. But I like the fact that within this conference, space where, you're all working behind the scenes, you've had to apply the agile ways of thinking and working to get to where you are right now. I mean, in as much as, you are, you're telling me it's been quite a success, there would have been challenges, right? There would have been conflicts, okay? So but you would have had to apply the agile mindset to manage that conflict. And that is the beauty of, applying this way of working, to say, you know what, you have your perspective, I have my perspective, but we need to make this work because we have a common purpose. We have an objective or an outcome that we're all trying to work towards. So that is rather interesting. We have lost Abigail again, but I'm sure she will join us again. So if you could summarize one outcome, Mercy, what is that one outcome you would want from this conference? If you could give, or maybe two. Let me be generous. Let me say two.
My outcome is more people should be agile, not do agile. For us to change Africa, don't wait. Like Mary, as you know, a lot of people that are agilists, like Nadia said, they watched passively to see how far would they go, not necessarily lending a voice, but together. One thing I want us to achieve with this conference is that it is possible to change Africa devoid of selfishness, devoid of ambition. Let's be transparent with the processes. And that's what Agile teaches you. And change is possible. It takes you and I. One person said, anyone that relies on the government to expedite change is wasting their time. It's individual, private organization, institution come together and be the catalyst and the ambassador for change. So for me, this conference, I want to see and encourage a lot of people that change is truly possible if we can set our differences aside, but express it. And like you said, we have challenges as a team,
Yeah.
which is normal because we had to storm before we came together to form, you know, and we had to learn each other. I had them dial me back, like you said, dial me back. And I had to dial them back that this is the way, let's try this way. But one thing that was clear is I had a team that trusted me. I said, can you trust me? What I want to do is in my head. When it comes through, you can see it. And they trusted me. So try not to like pick pose. What is she doing? What is our intention? If I say I'm transparent, if I say my integrity is in order, trust what I say that. Let's come together, work together, move Africa forward, and change the trajectory. It's not spirit that gonna do it. It's human being like you and I. Thank you so much, Mary, for the platform.
Thank you for that contribution, Mercy. Abigail is back. Abigail, what outcome do you hope emerges out of this conference? One or two?
I hope at the thank you, Mary. I hope at the end of this conference, many people will understand what is really agility. They will start to use it not only on their business, but I like to precise that not only in their business, but because when you use agility in your everyday life, it can avoid a lot of things. So agile is firstly about a mindset. It's in the mind first. It's not just like something you have to use. It's a mindset. It's firstly in mind. So at the end of this conference, I would like all the
She's
attendees
breaking.
to start integrating agility into their
You're breaking, Nadia, but I could hear you say things like you would like people to be agile and integrate it into their lifestyle. I think even Mercy too is frozen, but I'm sure
Oh,
Nadia is still there. Nadia, we've lost her audio, but for you, Nadia,
okay.
what's that one outcome or two that you would want to emerge out of this conference?
Well, I think that I will feel really happy and accomplished if at the end of this conference will be agile in Africa, definitely, especially in the Portuguese speaking countries where it seems it's like too many people like me that never knew about agility. So I really hope that it becomes more common in Africa, more spread across the continent. We really need to understand it. It's so useful, and as Abigail was saying, that can be used in our own life, not only in the business,
Yes.
but in our personal life. So yes, definitely we need to know, we need to share. And the second thing is that I think that sometimes in Africa we are too selfish. So we really need to learn to share. Share whatever it is knowledge. Let's share it. So
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
people came up ready to share, to give for
Mm-hmm.
free. And I understand this is one of how I put it, is one of the characteristics of truly,
A true agilist. Absolutely.
yes. So
Absolutely.
yes, so there are
Thank you.
two sides, right? There are people that don't know agility and
Mm-hmm.
can learn, and the other side,
Mm-hmm.
people that are already agile, they need to start to share with the more people,
Share.
and
They
make,
need to start to
yes,
share.
make it more.
Absolutely. I mean, if the knowledge we have can change our environment, can change our society, the least we can do
We
is
share.
share. And like I said, one of the things that I love about the agile space, because when I was coming up as an agilist, I attended a lot of free webinars. I mean, today we are all working online. When I started, we were working offline most of the time. I used to physically go to meetups, okay, and people would give up their time. We have drinks and pizzas to to eat. It was fun, and it was just amazing to see people, that kind of community that was ready to share so much. Now I want to come back to this whole point of changing Africa, and I love this agile women in agile Africa conference. And by the grace of God, it will be an annual conference. I hope that is the plan. I know
Amen.
it's a lot of work, but I hope that is the plan.
It's a month. That's
Uh-huh.
the plan.
But more importantly, because when we talk, it's just like when we talk about helping organizations transition or transform. One of the things we're looking for is decentralization, right? We're looking for local optimization so that, local decision making, beg your pardon, so that, it's easy for things to move fast. And
Move
that is
forward.
where
Yeah.
individually, and I use the word individually, we need to also take responsibility as agilists to empower our sphere of influence. Okay? to empower our sphere of influence. And that is why within my community, I always say to them, I'm not looking for followers. I'm looking for people who will be leaders and go and start something so that they can empower another set of people, because there's always a tribe out there waiting for somebody. Okay. Now, this is one of the messages we want to get out there, that we need to, empower our immediate sphere of influence. Because, we can look at changing Africa as overly ambitious or audacious, and it is, and it is okay that it is audacious and that we have that kind of goal. But more importantly, we need to scale. And in order for us to scale, we need to embrace that mindset, in addition to what we are doing on an annual basis with Women in Agile Africa, that in our little spaces, in our homes, with our friends, in our communities, in our churches, okay, that at every opportunity that we are talking about Agile. Have you heard about Agile? That's why we talk about evangelizing for Agile. And it's not just about a way of work, it's a way of life. It is a way of life. Now, ladies, we're slowly coming to the hour. So I'm going to say, let's have last words from each and every one of you. Mercy, do you want to go?
First, I just want to say register. This is a conference of its kind, never been done by 4 ordinary women. And we take pride in what we have done. It's
Yeah.
been a lot of work. Sleepless night. Yesterday, I didn't sleep till 3:30. And I take a lot of pride in the work that we have done and the
Absolutely.
achievement that we have recorded. So I think you want to be, I believe you want to be in this conference.
Mm-hmm.
What we ask of you, like Mary has given us a platform, share the content, invite friends, tag your friends, let them be part of this. The only way to help democratize that knowledge is by helping amplify what we are doing. Get people to register. We set a goal, an audacious goal of 10,000. I know we'll achieve it. Even I remember Ellen Grove saying that's a crazy goal. Now even I don't set that kind of goal, but the goal is we want, as Africa is a continent of 1.3 billion people. If we can get 10,000, that is massive and is a game changer for Africa to get the mindset. The fact that they know is going to disrupt their life, disrupt their businesses.
Exactly.
Shows them what to take them to the level they are to another level, like it's done for me and Mary. So that's what we're trying to do here. So sign up. The link I've dropped in all the conversation. Visit us on all our social channels. Connect with us. We will change Africa together, not because of
Together.
government. Yeah.
Together, we need to be the change that we want to see. And that is why at every opportunity, I always bring it back to our sphere of influence, because we don't want a situation where the conference is over and everybody goes to sleep. Do you see what I mean? We don't want that. We want it to be a continuous thing. And like you said, Mercy, it changes our lives. So we want to spread that. We want to extend it to other people so that they can come and see what Agile can do for them, both personally and professionally. It is so important. Now, someone here says, nice, village square as meetups. This is in response to what I said earlier on. And just before I go to another lady to give us their last word, it is so important that we remember that we were always agile in Africa. So what we are trying to do here is go back to basics, right? That is what we're trying to do. Africa was rooted in agility. We were, our way of life, our way of living, we were highly community driven. Highly community driven. So this is just taking us back to basics. Now, Nadia, can I have your last words?
Thanks, Mary. First of all, thank you for this space, so that we could really talk about the conference, because I think that's the first time we are really talking about what moved us, what made us to do this. So to the people out there, you need to be part of it. It is something that is going to be changing, starting a new history for Africa. We are really going to make an impact, and you want to be part of it. Okay,
Yeah.
so we said it's
Yeah.
united and transforming Africa. It's not by chance
Yeah.
that we chose this topic. We chose this theme because really we it started with us. We are united. We in different places, different countries. We united, and we are going to transform Africa. So come with us, join us, and let's transform
Join
Africa.
us. Jump on the train. Jump on the agile train and let's change Africa
Exactly.
together. Abigail, last but not least.
Thank you, Mary. Mercy and Nadia already said it. All I'd like to add is hi, guys, come in, register. Let's unite together and change Africa because we need to. This is for us. Africa is about, we need to do it together. And yeah, leveraging the agile. So let's come to this conference. Let's learn from each other. Let's share knowledge and let's change Africa together.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Let's change Africa together. And there was also something Mercy said earlier that some people say women can't work together. I mean, you have debunked that, right? Women can work together. And I'm also someone who, really encourages, collaboration, um, especially when you look at the world today. The world has become so complex. No one person has the answers, okay? And the only way we can achieve anything meaningful today is to create spaces where we can, that allows us to access the value that we all bring to the table. So we need to really embrace collaboration because no one person can do it alone, especially today. It's a VUCA world, like we say. So you've heard
Yeah.
it all. Our audience, quite a few people actually joined us on different platforms. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to, support this live today. Please reshare the links. Mercy has posted some of them. Reshare the links and put the date on your diary and just come and support us and participate in the conference. It takes a lot of work to pull things like this off, and the least we can do is come and support these amazing extraordinary women, in my opinion, on the conference, which spans 3 days, 27, 28, and 29th. And I will be talking as well. I will be talking on self-directed learning because I really, really want more people that look like me in the agile space. And we are all doing our bit for that to happen. So thank you, ladies. Mercy, thank you. Nadia, thank you. Abigail,
Thank you,
thank you.
Mary.
Unfortunately, Fanny couldn't be
Mary.
here. She only just
Yeah.
had a baby. So you can imagine she's had to do all this work while pregnant and, being a new mother. So we really appreciate you all, ladies. Thank you so much. And this is where we're going to draw the curtain. Thank you. Bye-bye to our
Thank you,
audience.
Mary.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.